Good morning, friends. If you haven't been here before, welcome. This is my crazy life, and that is why I don't post very often. I've decided to make a video because there's something that's been on my mind lately, which is typically how I do my videos. Something gets in my little brain, and then I decide to talk about it because I can't write very well, so I speak. All right. So here's what we're going to talk about today. So welcome back to my crazy videos. And if you're watching for the first time, welcome. I'm sorry that I'm crazy. I'm sorry that I cuss a lot. If that's not your thing, just go elsewhere. If you are following me or have been following me for a while, welcome back. Welcome back to those who watch me just to make fun of me and just to have something to talk about. So here's what I want to talk about today, and it's gonna probably be a little scatterbrained because I didn't really plan for this. As if I ever planned for videos, I really don't. I just kind of talk. I have this kind of clique outside of my life. I don't know these people. I don't know actually where they ever came from. It doesn't matter. But I have found as of recent that they are watching my videos and talking amongst themselves about how fucked up this human is and how she's changed so much and how she is just not the same person that we used to follow. And I feel like I'm a little bit of like a soap opera now. Like I feel like, or like a like a reality TV show. I mean, you're cool. You're entitled to your opinions, but I want to set the record a freaking 100% straight. So that's what we're here to talk about today. There is this version of me out there that the majority of the people in my life know, right? The people I grew up with, my family, my friends, past relationships, past boyfriends, whatever. There's this version of Megan that people knew or know who no longer exists anymore, okay? There has been a substantial amount of growth in my life that I'm not ashamed of, and I will not be ashamed of. And I'm real sick of reading people's messages. I've seen screenshots. I'm not gonna post them, but I've seen screenshots from people. I've seen your comments. I've deleted a lot of them because I don't deal with negativity. I don't give a flying fuck. I just don't. So here's the thing. I've had a lot of growth in my life happen recently, but I've seen a lot of stuff that people are posting and telling me, and it's a little disheartening because one, y'all don't even know me. Like, it's one thing if I was like someone you grew up with, you know, maybe, or a cousin or whoever, and you know, we've known each other for 31 years, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, you've changed a lot. Okay, cool, whatever, have that opinion. But for those of you who don't even know me, those of you who have followed me from either my jewelry page or my clothing business when it was open, and you're following me over from that, and you're telling me you've changed so much and I refuse to watch you anymore, what gives you the right to say that? I am the type of person that I will tell you, everybody out there, no matter who you are, what you look like, what you are, doesn't matter. You are entitled to your opinion. And I'm not sitting here, I'm not gonna preach about how you're not entitled to your opinion, because you are. But I wanna set the record straight that there are people who just are not understanding. I think that's the best way to put it. Not understanding where I came from, okay? So let me go through this a little bit without getting myself in trouble, okay? Okay. I use there's a quote, I don't even know if it's a quote, but there is something out there that I've used multiple times where it says, if you knew the whole story, you'd be proud of me. And I think that this goes really well hand in hand together, okay? Those of you who followed me over from my jewelry page or my clothing company, for instance, y'all saw this like professional Megan on camera, which was awesome, right? She's cool, she's fun, she swears a little bit, you know, she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, whatever. Not out to be stupid, but I'm also out to be real. And I feel that I have been very real throughout the majority of my clothing company, as well as my jewelry business. And I will tell you straight up that I have had so many people tell me, I follow you because you're real. And you just tell it like it is, because you just don't care. Here's the shit too. I have built more relationships with people in person and on social media about with being open with my struggles than I ever could pretending that I had my shit together. Guys, I don't have my shit together. I will never claim to have my shit together. I know for a fact I don't have my shit together, but that's what I'm saying. I have built more relationships with people with not having my shit together and being open about my stuff. And now all of a sudden y'all are mad about it. So when you guys come to me, or someone comes to me and says, I have deleted your page because I don't appreciate what you stand for. Okay, cool. You know, we're all entitled to our opinions, but why would you just now unfollow me because suddenly you're not understanding or you don't agree with what I stand for? I've always been open about what I stand for. I've always been open about my passions in life, whether that be animal advocacy, whether that be singing, whether that be my morals that I grew up with, being in a small town Iowa, you know, or whether that be the fact that I stand up for anti-bullying, anti-sexism, LGBT rights. You're entitled to believe in whatever you want to believe in just as much as I am. But I've never been someone to hold that back. So it kind of alarms me when I see people saying, like, all of a sudden, I am not gonna follow you anymore because you're waving the queer flag. You may have followed me for a really long time and just now realized that I had waved that flag. The thing is, my logo was rainbow. Like, I've always been this way, okay? Like, I literally am gay, and you're just now I don't know. Other instances I've heard and seen screenshots and deleted comments about was that you're way too arrogant now. You have way too big of a head on you, or you're way too high-headed, and you need to get off that pedestal or get off that high horse because you're not as cool as you think you are. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not trying to be cool. If I was trying to be cool, I feel like I'd be a lot further in life. I've never been the cool kid, okay? I was the kid in school who got bullied. I was the kid in school who was weird. I was the kid in school who didn't know how to do her hair and her makeup. I was the outcast. I still am, like, I call myself the rainbow sheep of the family. Not the black sheep, but the rainbow, because I got a little bit of everything wrong with me. More recent post that I actually just deleted this morning, which made me really want to make this video. It was from someone who will go nameless, but if they're watching this, which I know they are because this is what they do. This is a person from my hometown. Shout out Hop Kitten represent. Who had a lot to say in how they're embarrassed that I came from that town and went to that high school. Real fucking funny. So good. Why be embarrassed? I'm sorry that I got out of small town Iowa when you're still stuck there. I'm sorry that I went and did something with my life when you didn't even go to college. You know what I mean? Like, I dropped out of college. I'll be the first to admit, but I've never held that back. I've never been ashamed of that. You know, I'm sorry that I started a company without going to school, and I don't know if you're jealous of that. I don't know if that's something maybe you wanted to do with your life. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking apologize for being successful in life when I had a hard upbringing. That's why I say, like, if you knew the whole story, you'd be proud of me. But you don't. You're seeing what the outside looks like. You're seeing, oh, this bitch fucking fled Iowa to go get married, and then she got a divorce, and then she started this company, and then it failed, and no. You're not seeing the fact that I was bullied a lot growing up. You're not seeing the fact that I was suicidal growing up. You're not seeing the fact that I've had countless shitty relationships dealing with abuse, whether that be physical, sexual abuse, emotional abuse. I've dealt with narcissists all my life. You're not seeing any of that. You're not seeing the struggles that I've dealt with having and holding a job. I can't because I have a learning disability. Did you know I have a learning disability? Oh, hey, I do. So I'm the same person you are. It just so happened that I got the fuck out of bumfuck Iowa and did something with my life, and I have goals in life. We all have goals. We all have dreams. What sets us apart is those who went that far to go and try and achieve those dreams, and those who sat there and didn't do nothing and then look at the rest of the people like, I'm fucking jealous and I'm gonna be jealous all my life and talk shit about them. So that's why I say, like, there's this person named Megan who used to exist and now she still exists, but she's totally different because that person that you guys once knew is not me anymore, okay? I have had a substantial amount of growth in the last couple years, and that's not just meaning career-wise, that's not just meaning financially, that's not just meaning, you know, all of that nonsense. Like, obviously that's incredibly crazy and a huge growth, but I'm just talking about all that. I'm talking about like emotional growth. I'm talking about like a spiritual growth. I'm talking about the fact that I can walk outside with no makeup on and I had never been able to do that in my life up until about a year ago. I'll be the first to tell you guys, I've dealt with some shit in life, and I know a lot of people who have dealt with shit in life. Some people way far off than I am. Some people not as far off as I am. But the fact is, I don't care who you are. If you take a bad situation and you grow from it, how as a person can we not celebrate that? I'm really, really sorry that you live a life where you feel that you have to talk and think down upon someone for bettering themselves. I'm not one that, you know, thinks highly of myself by any means. I don't think I have an ego by any means. Those of you who know me personally, like true personally, know the fact that I do not have an ego, okay? I'm like the farthest thing from that. I actually suffer from a lot of self-consciousness. Like, I am so self-conscious. And y'all who watch me outside of this don't probably realize that because y'all just want to see what's inside the little square box. When I say that, like, I'm happy I grew up in small town Iowa, I am. I really, truly am. But you guys don't see how I grew up, okay? I'm not a cheater. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drug. I've never done drugs. Like, you don't see all of that. But you also don't see the fact that I went through my parents' divorce at a very young age that really took a toll on me. I never thought I did until maybe the last like 10 years of my life. You didn't know or see that I was raped at one point in life. Y'all really, really loved the fact that I could be open and I could talk about like sexual abuse and people who, you know, deal with that or still today deal with that. And, you know, when I came out as being gay, you know, you guys stood behind me like crazy. And I loved that. I loved that because that's what made me feel safe. And that's the whole reason I decided to come out, because my clothing line made such a safe haven for so many people, including myself, that I felt comfortable while you guys felt comfortable with me. And essentially that's what made me come out. But then the second I do something to better my life, get out of a toxic relationship, stop dealing with emotional and traumatizing abuse, get out of a narcissistic relationship, move out on my own and still be able to provide for myself, you know, start up this channel to help and motivate people and eventually become a book writer and eventually become like a motivational speaker. Like all of that, like all of a sudden, because all of that happened, you think I'm a terrible person. I'm here to tell you that I'm not the same person that I used to be, but deep down I am. That's never changed. My morals have never changed. They never will, because I grew up on really great morals and my daddy taught me very, very well, okay? I've had a lot of people unfriend me on social media pages lately. And obviously that's so minute in the world. Like, why would we care about Facebook friendship? But it's like, why delete me? And then I see screenshots of people who say like, well, you just become so fake. I can't watch you anymore. Like, I don't know that I became fake. I'm sorry that I don't fit your stereotype, this little box, but I grew up, okay? I started fending for myself for once. And as a woman, or anyone in general, people should appreciate that. God forbid someone like better their life and now you have to talk down upon them. It's just been on my mind recently, and I think that what did it in was that message this morning, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I need to tell people, and I need to get people to understand that I did what I did because I knew deep down I wasn't happy. And this isn't just to talk about the divorce. This isn't just to talk about like my previous relationship. I'm talking in general. I left my job two years ago because I was not happy. And up until 2 years ago, I can honestly say I didn't have the balls to do that because I was scared shitless. But I took a leap of faith because I wasn't happy, because I was being mistreated at that job, and I wanted to better myself. So I did it. And now here I am. I had 2 businesses that I was running. One was a $500,000 business in the first year, and the other, I'm now at the very top of the top. I bettered myself, okay? Because I knew I had to. The same thing, whether that be a job situation or a toxic relationship situation, or maybe a toxic relationship with your family. I've cut off people in my family because they just don't deserve my attention. Then there's the whole like getting out of a toxic relationship. I had so many people unfriend me because of that. But again, if you knew the whole story, you'd be proud of me. I am bettering my life, and I have never been this happy. And it's sad to me that people think that my happiness is something to make fun of. It's sad to me to think that my happiness is something people need to talk about. It's sad to me when I post these videos that literally people watch just to see what kind of a train wreck Megan's in now, and then go and make fun of me to my family, to my friends, to where I see the screenshots and I'm like, what the fuck, guys? I don't get it. I'm just here to say, guys, I haven't changed. I'm still the Megan I always was. I'm still the Megan that cusses like a fucking sailor. I'm still the Megan that hates wearing makeup. I'm still the Megan who goes and can build a garage for you because her daddy fucking taught her how to work a hammer and a drill. I'm still the Megan that can change a tire out front and doesn't care if she gets dirty. I'm still the Megan who goes and fishes with my grandfather because it's one of my all-time favorite pastimes. But then I'm still the Megan who, you know, can sit here and be real and be honest and just say it how it is, because that's all that I've ever known, you guys. So if you guys don't like that, that's fine. But why come to me and say I've changed when I know I haven't deep down? I'll just continue to sit back and drink my coffee and watch y'all decide to fight that one out. I'm just here to say that I'm still a very humble, real person. And no matter what anybody else thinks, I don't even care. But I did have to make this video because I do feel that sometimes other people deal with the same thing that I do. And if that's the case, that's what this channel is for. So that is what I'm doing. Ultimately, I just feel like change is not a bad thing. And if you think I've changed, maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. You know, let's go that route. I did change. I changed into a person that doesn't give a fuck anymore. I changed into a person that's gonna look at you in the eye if you're wanting to date me, and I'm gonna look you in the eye and say, you know what, if you're gonna treat me like that, if you're gonna talk to me like that, get the fuck out. If you're going to be a friend of mine and you're gonna lie to me and you're going to, you know, backstab me, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out. You don't deserve my time. Maybe I did change. I guess maybe you're right. Y'all are right. I changed. So be it. I changed into a person that doesn't give a flying fuck anymore. And I changed into a person that's not going to put up with bullshit anymore. I've changed into a person that knows what she wants and she's gonna go after it. I've changed into a person that knows her passions in life and knows finally what her fucking purpose is in life. And it's to coach people, and it's to lead, and it's to be a role model for people. I never had a purpose before, you guys. I never did, ever. The last 2 years of my life have truly made me realize what my purpose is on this planet. I'm honestly here to tell you guys, like, I'm fucking proud of the woman that I've become. It took a lot to get here. And I went through hell to get here. I'm motivated. I am helping other people get motivated. I've set my boundaries and I'm gonna make shit happen. Like, I'm fucking proud of that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. If y'all want to live your life with, you know, talking down on someone and making rumors and starting rumors and continuing those rumors. And if y'all don't have anything better to do in your life than to watch my videos and make fun of my damn teeth, go for it. But just know that I'm in a much better place and I sleep real fucking well at night now, guys. As far as I'm concerned, I deserve a pat on the back. So, moral of this video is stop the harassment. Stop the bullying. Fucking live your life, because you have a life to live just as much as I have mine to live. And I don't know why you pay so much attention to me. I guess I should feel flattered, but I don't. I just think it's stupid. Anyway, I hope this video wasn't too much of me complaining, because it probably was. But that's all I got for today. Subscribe to my channel. I don't know when the next video will come out, but I tried to help people, and if it didn't help you, go to the next video. Until next time, good folks of the interweb. And that was a loud garbage truck. Take care, good night, stay safe. We'll see you soon.